Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Thursday, the 12th of February. A promise of no big spending this budget and potential for further cost-cutting measures. The Finance Minister has applauded her government's investment boost policy in a speech to Waikato Uni's Economics Forum. An IRD survey shows 40% of respondents increased investment spending as a result. Nicola Willis also issued a plea to the opposition to give businesses more certainty.
Will they commit to retaining investment boost as a permanent fixture of our tax settings to unlock growth, or will it be sacrificed to fund higher spending?
Our space launch limit is soaring to the stars, with the government lifting the cap from 100 to 1,000. A review of regulations for space vehicle launch debris has found low environmental risk from lifting the limit. Lachlan Rennie has more.
Space Minister Judith Collins says we've become the world's third most frequent launcher of orbital rockets. She says the current limit, set in 2017, was expected to be reached this year, slowing our growing industry. Collins says we aren't projected to reach the new level until at least 2050.
Police are looking at recruiting more disabled people as part of a wider strategy. Senior political reporter Azaria Howell has the story.
Police's disability roadmap states police will consider targeted recruitment of disabled people for both frontline and back office roles. They're also working on a cost-benefit analysis for free Wi-Fi at front counters for those who need their phones to communicate with officers, and will also consider ways to improve the 111 text service.
Police have been working with a disability advisory group for just over a year to ensure its services are accessible and fit for purpose. Debate over consultation with staff before security guards were scaled back at Ministry of Social Development offices. It's announced it cuts security guards from 3 to 2 at 20 sites from next month. It says it's kept the Public Service Association in the loop and last week offered to talk through concerns with the union. But PSA National Secretary Fleur Fitzsimons says that's not correct. And MSD hasn't engaged with staff over this.
We will engage with MSD constructively, but they made decisions without the voice of workers, and that's unacceptable to us.
Stress seems to be stealing small business owners' productivity and sleep. Zero data shows nearly half of New Zealand small business owners surveyed had considered giving up their business due to stress. It reveals stress costs business owners 5 hours on average of productive work every week, equating to around 30 working days lost per year. Zero country manager Bridget Snelling says more than half report having had less sleep since starting their business.
It also means as it comes to wanting to spend time with loved ones, or there's a personal cost to running a business, particularly at this time of year.
To sport, snowboarder Cam Melville-Ives has clinched a spot in Saturday morning's Milan Cortina Olympic halfpipe final after finishing 8th in qualifying. The top 12 advance. Manchester City have closed to within 3 points of leaders Arsenal at the Premier League Football Summit with a 3-0 win over Fulham, but the Gunners have a game in hand. And the All Whites have locked in a fixture with world number 4, England, in Florida on June 7 as part of their World Cup preparations. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.